because you never think it'll happen to you.
Yeah.
And then it does.
Serena Sundell going down with injury.
You're a gun.
Sundell!
The state's leading scorer in high school.
3 by Sundell.
Sundell gets it.
Sundell. Serena Sundell.
Were you the best player at school?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're one of the most creative players I've seen.
Very talented superstar.
Stealing it away.
She's cool, calm. Serena Sundell.
I think if you work hard and you believe you can, like, you can do a lot of things, and it's crazy how one basketball can take you so many places.
Episode 54, we're here with Serena Sundell, and she is lucky enough to be one of the athletes she's not lucky actually. She's deservedly one of the athletes of the Adelaide Lightning, and unfortunately injured at the moment, but comes from a massive career over in the United States, a young gun coming over here, big point shooter. And in fact, if I go through all these stats, we'll probably blow everyone's minds, but welcome, Serena.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Maryville, Missouri,
Yeah.
so right in the middle of the United States. Small town. I have a cornfield in my backyard.
Like, really?
Yeah, like really.
Yeah.
Cornfield. Yeah, not a lot going on there.
So you fit right in here in Adelaide?
Oh, I came to Adelaide and I'm like, this is huge. There's so much to do, like a beach. Anytime I was by the beach growing up, it was vacation or
Okay,
holiday,
yeah.
I should say. So, yeah, I'm living the dream over here.
Yeah, as a holiday. So you're picking up the lingo pretty quickly.
Yes. I
So
am.
yeah, it's not the vacation; it's a holiday. Do you find it? How do you find today as one of our first hot days of summer?
It's the hottest day I've had since I've been here. And I was like ready for it to be hot when I got here in end of September. I thought it was already summer, but it wasn't too warm yet. So now I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm ready for it to be hot, but this is too hot.
Yeah, well, over 100 Fahrenheit back home for anyone that's listening there. You're 6'1".
6'2",
6'2". Okay,
Yeah.
you're 6'2". Obviously, everyone's adding inches in basketball.
No,
I've learned how this works here.
That is
Serena.
true.
You're known for your elite playmaking and scoring.
Yes.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
I would say what has made me a good basketball player would be my basketball IQ.
Yeah.
So like just my knowledge of the game and how to make reads and take good shots. I'm not going to be a player that's going to come down and shake and bake someone or cross them up or do all this fancy stuff. I'm like very fundamental but consistent, and I think that's what's made me a key addition to any team I've been a part of.
So was basketball always around when you were a kid? Or you bouncing basketballs, or what were you into when you were a young tucker?
Yeah, so both my parents played basketball. My dad played in the small town that I'm from at a Division II college, and then my mom played too in Missouri. So I didn't really have a choice growing up. As soon as I could dribble a basketball, they had it in my hands, and I would do ABC passing with my mom. So I'd pass it to her and say A, and like I was very little playing basketball. I did not have a choice.
I'm thinking of doing this with my kids, to be honest. I got one kid actually been watching you girls play, and she's fascinated with the game. One doesn't really care, but Layla, she's invested. Like, she's like, this is cool. And then the grandparents now bought us a basketball ring at home. So there's a bit of basketball going on, and it's been quite cool because it's a good way to communicate, hang out with my own kids, and it's quite cool. They go, we could be basketball. We're not as tall as those girls. I go, look at Dallas.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah. Anybody can play, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone has a special skill set. So
growing up with basketball in the family and growing up, what was your first college? Did you play through school? And what was your first big game or big team that you were in? Was it Kansas or was it?
Yeah, so I went to college at Kansas State, but
Kansas
back
State.
home, so you play high school basketball,
Yeah.
and you'll play for your high school team during the winter, our winter,
Yep.
and then in the summer, if you want to be serious at basketball, you play like a travel competitive team. So I'd go to Kansas City, which is 2 hours south of where I'm from. We would grow up. I'd drive 2 hours twice a week with my parents. I was too young to drive. I was, from 6th grade to all the way through high school. I was driving to Kansas City to go to practice and play travel basketball, and then that's where you hope to get offers and scholarships through college and then ultimately decide where you want to go. And I chose Kansas State.
So with it's a bit confusing for an Aussie
Yeah.
looking in. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to school here, and then at the end of, if you make it to end of year 12, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. High school for that is 7, I think 7, 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you go to uni. That's it.
Yeah.
But the college scene in America, it's fair to say, it looks massive on TV.
Yeah.
What was the college that you eventually go to?
Yeah. So I went to Kansas State University. It was also in a smaller town in Kansas. So it was pretty much a college town. And that's what I wanted when I was choosing where to go, where like everything is about that school. Everyone goes to the football games and the basketball games.
So how many people would be at a basketball game for one of your games there? Like, would you get big crowds, or is it still taking off?
My senior year, we probably averaged 7,000 people a game.
Wow.
And we sold out. Our arena held almost 12,000. We sold it out maybe 5 or 6 games.
Wow.
Yeah. We were pretty good. So a lot of people wanted to come.
Yeah, so they want to play. They want to
But
watch.
yeah, there's some schools like Iowa. They'll sell out every game of 15,000 people. Like it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a massive deal. It looks like it's a big deal, and when you're outside looking in, it's amazing to see the growth. And I'll particularly talk about women's basketball. For someone that's never been into basketball at all, it's been quite fascinating to watch WNBA and how they've progressed pretty rapidly. Let's face it. From what I've seen, and I've gone back and done a little bit of research here. So gone back and had a look, and you can see the last 5 years it's really projected amazing. You've come over to little old Adelaide here for the Adelaide Lightning. What was the last team that you ended up doing a contract? Was it Dallas? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? It was called something. Sorry, I've missed the words. What's it called?
Okay.
It's called a something.
Hardship.
Hardship.
Contract.
Yeah, hardship contract. So how did that come about?
Yeah. So right after my season in college, this was March, April.
Yeah.
I got invited to go to the WNBA draft, which was really cool.
Yeah.
There's only 15 girls invited, and you sit there and you feel super special all weekend. It's in New York City. It's, you dress up. Everyone has the outfits. You do the orange carpet. And I got drafted to the Seattle Storm.
Yeah. Just go back to that moment. I've seen it online.
Yeah.
How do you feel when your name got called out?
Yeah. Well,
Do you know it's coming though? Surely you already know that. No?
Like 30 seconds before, because they have to do like the TV and the broadcast and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I knew it was going to be me, but yeah, I was over the moon, and my brother's in Seattle. So it was a dream come true, really. I went 3rd round in the draft, which usually if you are invited to the draft, you won't go that late.
Yeah.
So that part was hard of just like sitting, waiting. Oh,
there's nothing happening.
Why haven't I gotten picked yet? Why is my name not called? You're just waiting. So I was like the last one there. But I mean, I'm at the WNBA draft, so come on. It was super cool. Yeah.
that would be an amazing feeling for you. What did your parents think?
Yeah, they were there too. And like I said, my brother plays NFL for the Seattle Seahawks.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it was just like random. I got drafted to Seattle. My mom's like about to cry. My dad's just like, what the heck? What are the odds, right? Of us both being drafted to professional teams in the same city. Like we had no control over that. So yeah, they were ecstatic.
How cool is that? And is your brother tall like you, or is he like what tell me what position he is. We don't have NFL here really in Australia, but what position?
Yeah. So my brother's a center.
Yeah.
He's a big offensive lineman that throws it back to the quarterback.
Okay.
So he's tall. He's
So he's
6'5".
not like a linebacker or anything like
No,
that.
he's 6'5", but he's 300 pounds.
Okay, 6'5", 150, yeah. 150 kilos, yeah, pretty much, huh?
He's gigantic.
Yeah.
we don't have the same build. Like I'm like skinnier, and he's all big and muscly. So.
Oh dear. So if we go to that moment there, I mean, you when you were leaving high school, you were the state's leading scorer in high school. In fact, you scored 2,300 points or something. That's an all-time record, right?
Yeah, for my high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
So that's a mixed.
Just that record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Of just,
amazing.
like, most points in a
Yeah,
high
most
school
points
career.
high school out of the boys and girls.
Yeah, at my high school, yeah.
Girls can do anything, huh?
I know, right? That
That's-
was cool. It was cool being in high school, too, because boys got a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone was about the boys. And then
and
I was
then-
a pretty good high school player. And I was like, whoa, yeah, you're the best high school girl I've ever seen. And I'm like,
Were you playing mixed or not?
no.
No.
Just
but
girls.
you would be the best player. Were you the best player at school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know why I asked that question, to be
No, it's a
honest.
good question.
I mean, it's a good
But
question.
I'm also from a small town. So you have to play at the high school in your town. And I was from a small town, so we didn't have like the best pick of talent
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if
understand.
I didn't-
Still, but how many people go to that college?
to my high school.
Yeah. Like hundreds, thousands?
There was 120 people in my class.
In your class?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You think?
Yes.
Well, like my whole class,
Yeah.
not one classroom.
Anyway,
Anyways.
so from college, you've done a lot of hustle through your upbringing through college. What were some of the key things you learnt playing college basketball that has helped you to progress your career?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so much. If I looked back at my freshman self, like I didn't even think.
Do you picture of yourself looking freshman self? Like
I'm pale
when's
and
that
skinny.
then?
Yeah, freshman or sophomore, first or second year. Yeah, I look different, right?
Yeah, you look like a different
I didn't
person,
know
to
a
be honest.
thing back
What's this
then.
career done to you?
Yeah, I know. I guess right off the bat, my answer would be just to understand that in anything in life, it's not going to be like your trajectory of success is not going to be just a straight line to the sky. Like you're going to have really good days, you're going to have really bad days, you're going to have days you want to go to practice and you're feeling good and you got energy and you came off a win or whatever it may be. And there's going to be days where, oh my gosh, it's monogamous, you don't want to go. So I think just like staying the course and understanding that like long term, you're getting better, whether that's basketball specific or just as a person, like you're growing and building, but it's not easy to see every day.
It's kind of like a job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy what I do and I'm very fortunate, but I totally understand that, sometimes, when I was a store manager, it's a lot, being a store manager is one of the toughest positions we have. Well, I'm in the supermarket business, if anyone's watching this. It's one of the toughest positions we have because you've got to rock up, you have to be on time, you can't be late. It's the same job sort of, but everything different happens in between. And sometimes, you might go out, might have a late night, and it might be a little bit harder the next day. It might not be everyone's got so many things going on. I think it's to understand how other people are living. It's a really big trait that you try and teach your managers to walk in another person's moccasins.
Yeah.
And to see what it feels like. But anyway, let's not get too philosophical on this working
That was
here.
good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you led the nation in assists in your senior year.
Yeah, I did. That was crazy.
Like, and then
Yeah.
you still, so that's assist scoring. So do you class yourself as a, do you need to do any defending or not at all?
Oh, I do. I'm lucky though because I'm so tall for a guard
Yeah, you are.
that I don't like playing like the little short, fast guards that are real quick, but I've learned to use my length to guard them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably offensive minded more so.
So when you were growing up, before, look, this is before, but any time actually, when you were growing up, was there any players that you looked at and thought, yeah, I like their style, I like how or you've learned something from just watching them, male or female?
Nafisa Collier plays for the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah.
She was also from Missouri. She's kind of a bigger guard who can get in the post and has good footwork, can shoot the three, can get to her mid-range, can do a lot of things. And she was one player that I was like, you're awesome.
Looking at some players now like Caitlin Clark and seeing how these girls play, I mean, they're amazing.
They are.
And you sit there and go, damn, imagine having like someone like that coming over here to Australia. Or it's like, do you have contacts with these sort of girls so they want to come here? Or is there an appetite for the American players to come to Australia or to go to another country in the off season? Or is it all encompassing if you're becoming a
Yeah, no, absolutely.
WNBA player that you stay in America
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool part of our game right now is that we have the opportunity to go overseas, and I can come to Australia and I have time and I can have a really good experience here, and not only a good experience, but play good basketball and get better. So, you look at like other sports, like I'll just take my brother, for example, in the NFL, like that's not a thing at all. Like he is in the United States.
Yeah.
He is with his team all year round. Like that's what he does. That's where he is. And there's benefits to that. And being in one place and job security and all the other things. But like, how cool is it for me? Like I'm 23 and I can go to Australia for 6-7 months.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, that's sweet. So I think girls definitely, and Australia, the WNBL is just a great league in general. Like,
well, I think, obviously I'm pretty excited about what's happening with the WNBL and the rules in here, just in case anyone's listening don't know, we're allowed 2 imports. New Zealand doesn't count as an import, funny enough, for us, but we're allowed 2 imports. So it can be, they've been predominantly American, but they don't have to be predominantly American. And then they mix that into within the team. How have you found coming over here, leaving home, small town? I'm assuming your parents loved you to death, and then just making that adventure go, okay, I'm coming to Adelaide. How did that process actually take place?
Yeah. Well, so I was in Seattle right after the draft.
Yeah.
I went to Seattle. I did training camp. I didn't make the team. So that was like,
Damn.
I was bummed. Yeah. I was like,
So-
I thought I was doing this and now I don't have anything to do. What am I going to do?
So I also like racing cars as well. So with Formula One, they were finding that the backup driver was kept as a backup driver and never actually got to drive. And what they realised pretty quickly, it's better to grab the F2 drivers that are currently driving, pull them out of their season, because any F2 driver would be, you want to go on F1 for the weekend? Yes, because someone's sick. And it made sense that once you were driving, you had seat time, you were more in tuned. Now, going to your example, you're training, you're doing everything, but you're not playing.
Right. Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard.
How does that affect your brain?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard as a rookie too, because you come in and you have these expectations, but you're not getting the reps and you're not actually getting that game experience. And I think it's really cool here in the WNBL that they use development players and they have those spots on the team for girls to get reps and practice with the team and sometimes travel and are ready if their name's called, if someone's sick or injured. I think that's awesome. I think the WNBA should definitely look into adding, like I would have loved to do that and just been around the league and been around those professional athletes. So it's hard as a rookie because you either are ready to go or you're not on the team. And like I wasn't ready.
You weren't. So then what happened? So you've got, is that a season or
that
what
is
sort
a season.
of? Yeah. So then what? So how did the conversation come? I'm coming to Adelaide.
Yeah. So
I'm going to the Adelaide Lightning.
Yeah.
Which let's face it, the team was literally not going ahead and then has come back to life.
Yeah.
Did you know all this?
I didn't really know. So I have an agent and we were looking at places overseas to go. And I was like, oh, she threw out China. I'm like, oh, okay, that would be cool. I won't be able to talk to anybody. Israel, it's the middle of a war. Like, oh, it'll pass. I'm like, oh, gosh, I don't know. So then Adelaide came about and my agent told me and I was like, okay, yeah. And then I talked to our previous head coach on the phone and she kind of tried to explain to me like the team, is now, it's back. And I'm like, I don't really know what you mean by that, but it sounds fun. Like WNBL is a great league. I have a few other friends here that are playing in the league. So I was like, okay, yeah, Australia. That seems like a great first place to go for my professional career.
So Carrie, was that Carrie, our previous coach? So she's saying, yep, you should come.
Yeah,
come down. Sure, it's going to be different. How cool is that?
Yeah, it was awesome. And this is my first year overseas, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I'm so glad that I ended up here. So
are you rooming with a team member or you got your own place?
I had my own place, and then we brought in Erin Bowman from my replacement, and she moved into my apartment. So once I get off those crutches over there,
we can see them.
Yeah, I'll move back into my apartment with her, and so I'll be with Erin.
So, and your mum's in town as well, coming to help out. I guess we might as well get to it. I was thinking, you came to Adelaide. and you're a gun. Like, you're scoring, you're playing exceptionally well. Then I think it was probably round 4 or 5 or something. I was at the game and I saw you go down, and I knew you were bad. I had a mate next to me. He goes, "Oh, that's ACL guaranteed." I went, "Oh, you can't tell from here." And then I don't know anything about this, by the way.
Yeah.
And then you saw you after the game, and you knew it was something a bit serious.
Yeah.
What actually? It looked like nothing when you watched it, and I was devastated, to be honest. I was like, I felt so bad for you, obviously for the team, but you know, a young kid coming to do a full rupture. You did a good job of it too, by the way.
Yeah, really good job.
Yeah, really good job of a ruptured ACL. I almost cried, and I didn't know you, but I was like, I feel sorry for that kid. I don't know, I automatically go back. If that was my kid, oh my God, I'd be devastated.
Yeah.
Your mum came down.
Yep.
And has helped look after you, and she's still here, which is fantastic, because seeing her, she's like a mini you, to be honest. Like, you seem,
She is.
Yeah, you guys
I've
seem,
gotten that so much.
You guys seem like almost alike. I thought it was your sister at one stage, but no, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
And I was like, oh damn. So what was going through your mind when that happened?
Yeah. So you see a lot of ACLs in women's basketball, and I've seen it in college. Girls who just do it and they know they do it. I saw it in Seattle. I've seen it this summer before I came over here, and I've never had any issues with my knees. I've never had, like, anywhere I went, they're like, okay, you have any previous things we should know about? I've always been like, rolled my ankle, but like, I'm really healthy and I'm really lucky. I came over here, started to like get comfortable with the game. I was playing well, best game of my career.
Yeah, I know.
I was feeling strong.
You had 20 points before halftime, right?
Yeah,
It was something
like that.
ridiculous. I was like, oh, we're on here.
Yeah, I was feeling strong. I was feeling fast. You know, I was doing everything I needed to do. And then, I got a steal. It was fourth quarter. We're up 30. You know, you hate when that happens in those situations. And it's kind of freaky because it was like nothing unusual. It was a move I'll do all the time, just like a left-handed layup.
Yep.
And I planted on my knee, and I knew, like, I felt it, felt the twist, felt the pop, and I was like, no way, because you never think it'll happen to you.
Yeah.
And then it does.
Yeah.
And I knew instantly. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was intense. It sucked.
Oh my God.
I laid there, got carried back to the training room.
Yeah.
The doctor did the little Walkman's test or whatever, and I was like,
That's fucked.
I was like, no, someone else do it. They did it again. They're like,
You could see in your eyes after the game. It was like, oh, devastating. So, okay, you come here, full steam ahead, career best for the WNBL for us, and even watching any other game. That's a very high score, very early on in the piece.
Yeah.
Looking like we were cruising with the game. And then, then we've had this, which would be a year out, I'm assuming, would be my guess. How has the rehab process been mentally already? And how long has it been now, by the way?
It'll be 5 weeks on Monday.
Yeah. So it's very raw, very fresh. How's it been for you? Because before you give me an answer, like, you seem just so upbeat all the time. You're like, you're one of those people that like, do you have a bad day?
Yes, I have bad days. And it's been
so
hard.
happy all the time. It's like, oh my God, is this girl always happy? And you even after when I got a chance to say something to you after, the operation would be done, you're like, it's good. I'll get back. I was like, oh my God, that's the right attitude.
No, it's been hard, but I have a lot of people, like I said, that have done it. So I've been able to lean on people and say, hey, my knee's doing this. Is this right? And they're like, oh, that's so good. Like, I've just seen girls go through it, and I know I can get through it. One of my friends told me it was going to be the worst pain after surgery like she's ever had in her life. Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. I had my tonsils taken out. That was awful. Like, awful. I could not breathe. I couldn't swallow. So I got my knee, and I'm like, this hurts, but it's not as bad as my tonsils. So I think just big perspective, I'm trying to look at it. It's like it sucks. Like,
Yeah.
period, it sucks. But in the grand scheme of life, it's going to be 11, 12 months where I can focus on my rehab.
Yeah.
I get to do other things. Like, I'll go home, and I had a bunch of weddings this summer. I wasn't sure if I could make. I can do weddings. I can get back to myself. Like, I don't know why it happened now. It feels like this would be the worst time for it to happen, but it did. So
you're still young, right?
I'm still young. Exactly.
Like,
I'm
you
still
got
young.
plenty ahead. The mentally, like you've said, it's all about the outlook of what I'm going to do. Is the rehab hard? Like, is it like, what do they make you do? I mean, you're almost in this knee neck lock. Like, you can't see it on the camera, but it's almost like you cannot move that bloody knee. What's the verdict here? What do you got to do every day?
Just a lot of straightening is really important. So when I can walk in about a week and a half from now, I need to make sure my knee's straight. So I'll sit with a pillow under my ankle a lot and just let my leg kind of like hang and just let it, get back to straight. A lot of bending. Liam will get out his protractor every time I see him. He's our physio. Get out his protractor. Once I bend my leg, he'll measure the angle. I've got it to 100 degrees. So it's a lot of...
So is there much movement there? Like after 5 weeks?
Like I can bend it and straighten it.
Really?
Yeah. I just can't put weight on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just a lot of the same thing over and over that you think would be so easy, and it's not, which is frustrating. But
as in the injury?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, well, no one ever goes out to, like, I don't think anyone actually goes out to have an accident.
No.
Right? Like, I don't think anyone sits there and goes, but let's have an accident. Like, you're driving your car. Let's hit that car. Well, Macris might, one of my teammates, he's hit me a few times. So he might think it, but I don't think you actually go out into that court thinking anything would happen. And like you say, we were on a roll. Was that our first win as well? No. Must have been the second win, I think.
Yeah. Maybe like 2 in a row or something. Yeah.
And it was like looking like it was just a roll, like a whitewash, but unfortunately it doesn't look like that. So now you're in Adelaide still. We're getting towards the end of the season. You're going to stay for the season.
Yep.
And hopefully we can keep you in Adelaide. That's the goal.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So you're going to go back and go to some weddings and stuff in, so that's our winter, so in June or something before season starts, or do you think there'll be a chance that you're going to play at the start of next season?
I'd love to.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
Everything goes accordingly, and I go home, and obviously I don't just go to weddings. I continue to do a lot of rehab, and then maybe take a weekend off and go to a wedding. Okay, I'm not just.
All right, let's get this
all
clear.
away. Jeez,
we're not just going to weddings. She's not just going to weddings here. Now that's happened. You know, I'm assuming your goal was to play WNBA. Now you've come here, you are playing the WNBL, and like I'm sure you'll be back. Fingers crossed that you stay in Adelaide, because we'd love to have you. Some shooting power would be fantastic for the team, and seeing you go down, it's like, oh my God, there's just the number one score around over America and in college, and like it's a very impressive record, by the way. You're talking it right down. So you have to readjust your goals. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's like everything in life, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, oh no, we better do this. And you've had to readjust your goals. And how have you gone about that? You're just leaning on your mum, your friends, people that have been in this situation to say, hey, you'll be playing again. Yeah. And it'll be as strong as ever, being young as well. It's not like you're washed up at the age of 30 here.
Right. Yeah. I think that was probably the hardest part about it, like beyond the physical pain, like my mental timeline of what I saw for myself in my life. I wanted to come here. I wanted to play really well. I wanted to, make the playoffs, Adelaide Lightning, get the team back on track to where it used to be, like do all these things, hopefully go back. Okay, I played a great season. Now somebody wants me in the WNBA. Yeah. And I go back to training camp and I make a team, and, then I'm pretty set and I'm feeling good and I'm where I want to be. So it's like, this happens. Whoa, everything's put on hold. Now what? And I have no idea. And like I go home and I don't know where I'm going to be when I go home, and I do my rehab and hopefully I can come back to Australia or find somewhere that's going to, be a good league, and hopefully my knee feels good. And it's like, there's a lot of unknowns, which has been hard. Yeah. And I don't.
So what happens with your deals in America now?
Well,
Am I allowed to talk about it?
no,
No?
no, it's
Like-
weird because like Sanaya was with the Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah.
So she's gonna go back and she's
Yeah.
gonna go home for a bit and then she's gonna go to LA and be back with her team.
Yeah.
Since I was with Seattle,
And we want her back, by the way.
Yeah.
So we because I think what's happened in the WNBL, that you get some imports, they go, and then they don't come back.
Yep.
And one
Yeah,
of the
that
big
happens a
things
lot.
about our club was we want to make sure we can build something where people don't want to go. Yeah, obviously, we
Yeah.
want you to play in different leagues, but America's perfect with Australia because you can literally play both.
Right. And it's hard to build when you keep throwing in new people and,
Yeah.
and imports.
Because you can tell that the team's gelling now. I don't know if you
Yep.
can tell. Well,
Yeah.
you're at training and stuff, so
Yeah.
you're really seeing it.
Yeah.
We see it game day, and I showed you that press conference with E and Aja. It's just hilarious, like because she seems like that on court as well,
Right.
And I think when you're looking at it, you can feel that there's a great chemistry there, and you're outside looking in. I mean, if it's anything like me, people are, you like watching races. No, I don't. I like being in races. I don't necessarily like watching races.
Yeah.
Basketball might be a bit different. It's a bit boring going to a racetrack. Car goes boom, boom, and then you really don't see much.
Yeah.
Do you like watching as well? Do you get nervous when you watch the girls? Or
Well, this is really my first time like ever. I've been very
Shit, missing
lucky.
out.
I've been very lucky. Like I started every game in college. I've been in the rotation. So this is my first time like having to sit on the side and watch and not be able to do anything. Like I can give the girls encouragement and
yeah.
do the little things, but I can't actually impact the game. So it stinks. It stinks. And I'm just like, you get so frustrated. I don't like being a fan from the side. I don't like that.
So, have you thought about some other roles you could play around the club? Like
Yeah.
you're into social media or anything like that? Do you think you
Yeah.
could do something like that? Marketing?
Yes.
You got it. You actually, did you graduate from college?
I did graduate. Yeah.
And what was that in?
I ended up getting my master's in
So it's an MBA?
business administration. Yeah.
My God, what a baller. Really?
Yeah. I don't know what I would do with it right now. It's so weird because basketball, like you said earlier, basketball has been my job. So I have friends in college, they get internships and they work side jobs and they can start, getting their foot in the door
Yeah.
of what their career needs to be
Yeah.
and what it looks like. And
Well, your career is a professional athlete.
I play basketball.
Yeah,
But
let's
it's
not
like,
forget
okay,
that.
now I can't play basketball.
The NBA will
What do
always
I
be
do?
there. The NBA will always
It will be
there.
there.
Your window won't be.
Yeah, that is true. But like this is a great time to take advantage of, okay, what can I do in
Yeah.
Adelaide to just be around
Yeah.
Melanie or be around JP? Like what does Mo need from me? How can I help the team? And just be in the business
There are so
things.
many things that you'll be able to do. I think everyone's just letting you get your, I was going to say your feet on the ground, but maybe foot on the ground.
Good one.
Pretty bad joke. Okay, all right. Maybe it's a dad joke there. Sorry. But there are so many things that we be able to use your brain for. Why you're still doing stuff as well. So without me getting any approval from anyone, like Mel, Mo, whatever, there's plenty of stuff there. So
Yeah,
that'll keep you mentally activated too.
Yeah.
Because your outlook on life is so much different. It's it really is really refreshing to see.
Thanks.
And for such a young person, lots of adversity thrown in front of you, and just the way you're dealing with it, you're going to be coming back really quick. So and people get knee recons all like full on, all every single day.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not uncommon.
Well, this is like super extreme, but when this was happening, I was reading a book about the Holocaust called The Nightingale.
Yeah.
And again, very extreme,
Fair.
but I'm like, what I was reading, that was awful. Like the people in my book would love to tear their ACL 5 times before go through that. So I'm like, okay, I did my ACL. It sucks. But I don't know. People have lived through worse. And outside of my knee, I am very blessed.
Yeah. You can clearly, it's just what you're saying. You can clearly, okay. So the timeline gets blown out a little bit. Big deal.
Big deal.
Fingers crossed. So you won't be playing in America next year because you won't be ready. So hopefully you'll be playing here.
Yep.
And then you then just have to start a year behind.
Yep.
Is that how you've looked at it?
Yep.
Logically.
I think, I'll be 24 next year, and that sounds old. to me, but I'm like, okay, it's not that old. It's
Mate,
not that old.
I'm almost 50. I'm double your age. You've got nothing to worry about. Don't worry. I think the 30. I think 30 years old is a tough bracket for a professional sports athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Female, especially.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm
And male.
I think the part we've gone down is the path we've gone down is a lot of, in the past, female players, because they haven't earned enough money, they end up earning more money professionally.
Yep.
And then they quit their career of playing basketball because they're earning more money.
Yep.
And the whole point of, I know me and Mo coming on board was to try and lift that so you get paid for the eyes. And you've heard me talk before where it's about making sure you get what's yours.
Yep.
And try to pay more eventually when we get on our feet. I mean, we'll probably only lose, I don't know, over a bit over $1 million or something this year, but it's to build for the better of the whole. It's not us making money.
Right.
We're not doing this as a money. We're doing this so young kids can see you playing on court and go, I want to do that. And they start playing basketball and they get an opportunity to be a professional player and be a professional player until your career's over. That's our goal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It all starts with visibility.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think, when you look at all the stats that the WNBL's putting out, what Adelaide Lightning's doing, I mean, we're kicking goals.
Yeah.
And I've just saw a report which is showing how we're going against every other team. Out of the top 5 games, Adelaide's 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So
cool.
that's on viewers. That's on views off TV or streaming off ESPN or something. So that's pretty cool considering we're the smallest. I mean, Townsville, you got Queensland, but we're the smallest piece of the pie. And when you're comparing us to Perth and Sydney and Melbourne and whatnot, so it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Like I think, I think you've just got so much ahead. It's refreshing to see the ladies pulling it together. So, what do you like doing off the court? I've spoken a fair bit of basketball. Yeah, is there any hobbies, any interests? Are you reading books about the Holocaust? So you're learning more. What is it that you like doing?
I am learning. I do like to read. I'm trying to get back into nonfiction. I'm reading a book called The Good Life right now. My first Australian author. I don't know his name, but it's like, what is a good life? So I'm into that.
Is it like it's like not like the monk who stole a Ferrari or something?
No. And it's interesting for my this is not the answer to your question at all.
Yeah.
But
It's just anything that you do outside of basketball. You can answer me however you want.
no, that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No,
sorry.
that's okay. Yes, I like to read. I'm like really interested in getting back into my degree, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about day trading and swing trading in the stock market.
Yeah.
So that's been interesting to me. I'm not confident enough to like actually make any moves, but I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's like educated gambling, right?
To an extent, yeah. Like you ask the stockbroker what stocks are going to go up or down, and they don't know.
They don't know.
But
you can try to act like you know, and then
yeah, absolutely. Do you believe in crypto?
Yeah, I need to learn more about it though. So I'm like dipping my toes in that, which is probably not smart right now considering I'm.
Oh, it's getting hammered at the moment. It's a great time to look.
You think?
I mean, I think everyone, from a person that looks at things balanced. I don't live I'm either full throttle or I'm off throttle. There's no much in between for me. But I think you should have a bit of property, bit of commercial property, bit of residential property, some crypto, and some shares. I think, and other businesses if you can, but just a little bit. Like I tell even the team here, I get young guys, I was like, put in $100. Like there's a, I forgot about that. I set it up with them. So I did this set and forget $100 a month or something like that. And it was to buy crypto blocks and, and you can still take your money out and whatnot. And that actually doubled. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty good. Yep. But you forget about small amounts of money. Yeah. But it's whatever you can afford to do. Yeah. And you've got a business mind. MBA spaceship. That's what it's called. Yeah, I was like, what is that? That was like I said to all of them, like, you should have a little bit because there's something about crypto, like, everyone says it's a con, and then all of the, all the banking, it's all a big con, this, that, and other. Then all the banking sectors now have crypto. So I don't know. They're not running away from it. Anyway, how do we get talking about crypto? It's definitely it used to be one of my pastimes. I was mining. I got right into it.
It's a newfound interest of mine. I feel like I don't have any hobbies that I've really stuck with. Like, I bought a keyboard when I was back home. I was trying to learn the piano. It was so fun.
Okay.
Came here. I couldn't bring it with me. I'm not very good at piano, but it was fun to learn.
Yeah. So you're missing a keyboard.
I'm missing a keyboard. I'll bring it next year.
Yeah, okay. There's probably keyboards lying around here. I reckon.
probably
Something tells me we might be able to help you out with that one.
Perfect.
Coming and comparing the two leagues, I mean, you didn't play a WNBA, but when you compare the WNBL and WNBA, like, what's it look like to you? I mean, you women are tough, like brutal. Like, I said this story yesterday. Where we're watching the game, and I turned around. There's a couple of 36er players there. It was DJ and another guy, and I was like, man, he goes, they're a lot tougher than us, mate. Like, they're far more physical.
Yeah.
And I went, what? And like, damn, look at this. This is ridiculous. Far more physical than us.
It's very physical. It's very physical in the WNBA too.
Yeah, it looks it.
Yeah, it just is. And people are fast, and I don't know. I feel like there's so much drama in the WNBL and WNBA.
Yeah, there's a bit too much flopping.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. In the WNBA
New word
too.
I've learned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the WNBA got a lot of attention this year for, like, I feel like drama stuff, and not necessarily like
The play.
the teams and the play and like the actions. Like, it was a lot of drama, which is great. It brings eyes to the game and people jump on board, but you want to make sure it's like for the right reasons, right? Moving forward. But a start's a start.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to cause a bit of a rivalry or
Yeah,
something.
maybe
Let's pick that club
maybe-
that we just pick on.
Yeah, something.
Maybe something that we need maybe a bit more of a backstory. Well, this weekend.
It brings eyes. It would bring eyes.
It brings eyes.
Yeah.
And that's all it's about.
Yeah.
So just thinking of creative stuff, you're one of the most creative players I've seen. You had a throw in from the baseline, is it? And you threw it to the back you threw it on the back of a player, then grabbed it, then scored.
Oh, yeah. That's fun. It's fun to do when they're not looking. They're taking
You've done
a
that
break.
before?
Yeah, you throw it off their
Yeah.
butt. And,
And then pick it up and
it's
score.
right there. Yeah.
That was pretty clever. I must admit, I was quite impressed with that.
Thanks.
Very impressed. I was
Thanks.
like, oh, that's cool.
I wish I could be more creative.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like some behind the back passes. And
that would be cool.
just fun stuff like that, but
You don't want to
like
miss
educated.
it. Oh,
educated
you've
when I
come
do
telling
it,
me
like,
that
make sure it
you
works.
are you out of all of your friends? How would they describe you?
Mm.
Like your good friends?
My good friends.
Yeah, how would they describe you?
Sarcastic. Yeah, I think I'm quiet until you get to know me. Like, I can be shy, but in a one-on-one setting, I'm better.
Yeah,
I think, but
yeah.
I can be a listener. I can add. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
I don't
but
know.
sarcastic. I didn't pick that.
You don't
actually.
think?
No,
Oh,
you guys? No.
oh.
Anyway,
Well, back home.
what's sarcastic? Is it when you
Maybe
take
just
the piss?
like a
Take the piss?
dry sense of humor.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
No, take it all in. No, I didn't think that. What are two things about your basketball journey that your fans wouldn't know?
Yeah, I have two things.
Yeah.
So the first is in college, I played Caitlin Clark 3 times.
And?
One twice.
Hey!
We played once at Iowa, sold out arena. They were ranked like 4th in the nation. We were unranked. Beat them on their home court. It was awesome. So I just think that's cool. For people that don't know basketball that well, like, they know Caitlin Clark. And I have a winning record against her, so that's fun.
That's the equivalent of like she's obviously one of the rock stars, right?
Yeah.
That's she's like a white female Michael Jordan. Like, is that a good equivalent?
Yeah.
It shows you
sure.
how old I am, right?
She's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And it's just going back on her. She always been good?
She's always been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's always been really good.
So do you think she, as in one player, can pack out stadiums.
Yeah,
It's crazy, huh?
it is crazy. I mean, but you see Caitlin Clark jerseys here in the WNBL. I'll be watching on TV and like see a little girl in 22 Indiana Fever jersey.
Well, they all watch it.
I mean, yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
And she's brought a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
And deservingly so.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, it's on my feed all the time now.
Yeah.
I'm getting remarkable amounts of basketball on my feed from 0 to.
I know. Well, when I got here, you didn't know what the 3-point line was.
Well, let's just say I know quite a lot about basketball now.
Now, yeah. Student of the game, you are.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I've watched all the opposition teams. I'll sit and count how many people are in their crowd and just make sure it's what's going up on the sites. So, yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Well, that was number 1.
That was number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2, getting a little deeper.
Okay.
My sophomore year of college, I said I was playing one more year of basketball and I was done.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I didn't like basketball. It was a hard time. And that's kind of when I was talking about my journey of like, sometimes I love it, sometimes I didn't like it. It was a really hard year for me. I had a lot of pressure on my shoulders. We lost our center, who was an All-American, like very good player. And then she got hurt, so it was kind of next man up, and that was me.
Yeah.
I did not like basketball, but it's kind of a cool part of my journey where I learned to kind of get through that and find what makes basketball fun again and try to play with joy. And I think I've carried that with me into my professional career.
So just unpacking that, was it how you're being coached, how the team was playing, how you were handling the situation, you were out partying with all your girlfriends? Like what? I don't know. Like what? I mean, you know, it's that bad day syndrome.
Yeah.
And to say I'm only going to do one more year for something you did your whole life, it's a big thing to say.
Yeah. I think I did it. A lot of it was done by myself. I put so much pressure on myself. I was so nervous when I played basketball. I would go into practice and overthink everything. My coach at Kansas State would call me a perfectionist. Like I would want to do every little thing right. And basketball is a game of mistakes. So you cannot play like that. It was always hard for me to just play free and be in a flow. And I still sometimes can't always get to that point. But when I do, that's when I'm my best version of myself.
How much of the plays are set? Like, you know, you see a timeout, you can see the coach scribbling.
Yep.
How many of those are actually set? When you come down the court and you're holding numbers, touching this, doing this, like, does everyone know what's going on, or is that just wiping the sweat off? Like,
No, people know. People know what's going on, but I think the best teams, you have that structure, but you also have the freedom to kind of play out of it and make reads and understand how the other team is defending. If they're pressuring, then you can go into this option. That's when teams are really good.
yeah,
But when teams are like, okay, we're running this play, it has to be ran exactly like this.
yeah. They just
No one's
look
ever
way
any
cool.
good. Yeah.
Was it Townsville? They seem like
They're very good at that.
yeah, they're very good at that. You can see them.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a fair bit of structure there.
Yeah. And you can scout as much as you want,
little-
but there's so many options out of their actions
Yeah.
that you have to place.
What do you mean by scout? Sorry, what's that? What's that
So
mean?
before every game,
Yeah.
you'll get a scout from the coaching staff.
Yeah.
They'll give you their main players, their
Yeah,
tendencies.
like do you watch the footage?
Yep. So
Yeah.
they'll have film, they'll have clips.
Yeah.
They'll say, okay, this girl likes to go right. She can't shoot a mid-range. Or this girl,
She's terrible.
3-point shooter. Don't let her shoot threes. Run off the line.
Yeah.
Like everyone has a different skill set, and the more you know it, the better off you're going to be and more prepared for the game.
Not an expert, but we're playing Bendigo coming up, and Izzy Borlase plays for them.
We need to scout her. Yeah.
If you're watching or listening, Izzy, you definitely. I'm not allowed to apparently speak to people because as an owner, you're not allowed to either when they're in contract. But it would be a great idea if she came home. I think her mum's missing her.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that would be
she's
nice.
pretty good.
Yeah, she's killing it.
She is killing it.
Yeah, she's killed us the last time she's played, so it'd be great to get some bit of revenge there. The number one team at the moment. Well done, Bendigo.
Really?
Yeah, number one team.
They beat Townsville on the ladder?
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where have I been? Huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know. So So you said you don't really do much out of court. So there's something that I noticed that you're involved with, and I've really got to get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
The gap goat.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah.
Please, can you please explain? There'll be some footage of this gap goat. Can you explain how this comes about?
Sure. Yep. My junior year, sophomore year, junior year, I don't remember. 3 of us girls at Kansas State on the team, coach came to us and said, we need to have better defense. What do you guys want to do? That's kind of like an incentive for us to get stops. And my friend, her name's Gabby Gregory. She's 5th year, senior, just kind of doesn't care what anybody thinks of her. She's like, we need a stuffed goat. Everyone's like, hey, what do you mean by that? Like, what's that going to do? And she's like, yeah, stuffed goat. The goal was to get 3 stops in a row on defense, and we would call that a gap.
Yeah.
So if you get 7 gaps in a game, you had a 95% chance of winning or something like that. Something crazy. If you can get gaps, you're going to be really good. So every time we get a gap, we hold up the goat, our managers would, and if we would get 7 gaps in a game, we would have like a humongous photo shoot after every game in the locker room with all the girls. We'd give the gap goat his 7 gold chain. And
it's the best.
And our fans loved it. Like, they loved it. They were buying miniature gap goats on Amazon. They were buying the jersey, the chain. They'd bring them to the games. We'd get a gap. Everyone in the stadium was holding up their gap goats. Like, we had T-shirts. We had the whole thing.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
You're going to have to introduce that. I think if I went to the team and said, hey, girls, I got this idea, they'll look at me like, fucking what drugs has JP had today?
Yeah, it was really fun. And, like, on the court, we're like, okay, yeah, we need one more stop. Like, it worked.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe we should be self-driven, but the gap goat really helped.
Because it looks pimp. Like, when you see the footage, this goat's got gold chain with a 7, with a diamond. Well, I don't know what it is. It's a 7. It looks like it's diamonds. It looks like it's what's that? Like, it's like a 50 goat. It was
what?
50 goat.
What does that mean?
50 cent. 50 goat.
Oh, 50 goat. Yeah.
50 cent.
I know 50
Rapper,
cent.
goat,
yeah.
Gangster.
Oh. Yeah. Nope, I got it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. I got it. There's a sarcasm coming through. So there are a few things. Just a couple more questions. One of them, if you weren't a professional athlete, what would you be doing?
I think something in sports administration.
Yeah. So you love sport?
I love sports.
Yeah. Favorite sport other than basketball?
Probably football. So NFL.
Because of your brother?
Just in general. Like college football
is
fun. It's a big deal.
It is?
Yeah.
Is that true that quarterbacks get all the women?
Yeah, probably.
Is it?
I don't know from experience, but probably. They're a big deal. They're a big deal.
A quarterback short though?
They
look like the
vary.
little nimble guys.
No, they vary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a basketball player.
Yeah. It's a variety.
But it all seems to revolve around a quarterback. You don't get that sense with a basketball game.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it seems to be more free.
What's your favorite sport to watch?
Oh, it's good.
Other than basketball, of course.
I love watching the Lightning play. I watch all the WNBL games. I don't watch any NBA. The 36ers have invited us a couple of times. I've gone and watched those. I actually watching live. It's a fantastic sport to watch. In fact, the game with the girls was one of the first games I've ever watched.
Yeah,
but live for basketball. I've seen on TV and Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, that sort of era. But that was it. I can't go. I don't know anyone else. Right? Shaq. I met Shaq at
Did you?
Yeah. Went to what's the big NFL? It's the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. It was with we were in somewhere and he was coming home. It was about 3 a.m. We're at the bar. And I go, that's fucking Shaq. And my mate said, no. And I ran up to him in his mind. I said, no. I said, mate, I'm from Australia. He said, all right. He turns around. He's huge.
He's huge.
He is humongous. And he turns around and like the elevator shaft.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to show me later.
Yeah, I got a picture. That's one of my claims to fame. There's another funny story. We don't have time for that one. Oh. I'll tell you that one offline actually because it's very funny. Okay. But I won't mention it. I love watching Formula One.
I don't think I've watched it.
Yeah, I love watching it on TV though. Like
Okay.
being live is something, but watching it where you can hear the radio calls and hear this the whole how the race is falling out, the different strategies involved. There's so much to it, but to watch in real life, I can see how you have to be a hardcore fan.
Yeah.
So I really like watching that. So that's a sport. I'm into, water sports, wakeboarding, rock climbing.
Oh,
all that
really?
sort of stuff,
Are
yeah.
you into the cricket going on right now?
No.
Oh.
Do you want to go?
I have never watched cricket in my life. I would have no idea what's going on. But maybe just to say I did it.
All right, we can work on that. It's a 5-day game.
Yeah, I've heard. That's
So they play for 5
ridiculous.
days. Yeah, it'd be bloody hot out there today. And then they have 2 chances to bat and 2 chances to bowl, and then hopefully one team wins after a shorter period of time. Sometimes it doesn't last 5 days.
Yeah,
Sometimes it only lasts 3. It's really fucking boring. People go there and drink.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it wouldn't be good for you.
absolutely not.
So we've got to the end of my questions. Do you play board games by any chance?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Yahtzee. the last
Okay,
5 weeks.
I normally end on this question, but I've stopped doing it recently. But I'm going to ask you something. If you died
Okay.
and came back as a board game,
Okay.
what board game would best describe your life?
Wow.
But I found out a lot of the younger kids don't play board games,
Oh, it's a shame.
so I've caught them like really, stuck here. But I've had multiple different answers. I've had have had Yahtzee, have had like Snakes and Ladders.
Yep.
I think Darren Thomas is Snakes and Ladders because all the people sort of snakes in the business world going up, going down. I've had Trivial Pursuit. I don't wonder what I've said something. I can't even remember what I used to say. I've had Connect 4, funny enough. I had a whole lot of weird games, but
I feel like you could
I
pick a lot.
I know what actually I said for me was Scrabble.
Oh,
Because you don't know what I'm going to say, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's maybe shit.
nah, that's a good answer for you.
So it's like it's always something, but sometimes it's high value, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like there could be a lot of good answers. Go a lot of ways with this. Do you know the game Aggravation by chance?
yes, I think I do. Yes, I've actually yes.
That was my favorite game growing up, so I'm gonna make it relate to my life. There's a bunch of marbles, and you go in a circle, and you start at base, and you try to get
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's like your circle of life, right? And you're trying to get each piece in order, whether that's basketball, your career, your family, and get it home in a nice line before.
How
Not
good's
that
that?
it's a race,
Yeah.
but
No race.
and there's crazy stuff that happens
Yeah.
along the way. You get knocked out, you get in the stars, you can jump quicker. Sometimes you hit other people, you get passed by people, but eventually everyone makes it to their home.
Very good, bravo.
Thank you.
But I actually want to ask you one other thing.
Okay.
What advice could you give a 10-year-old girl
Hmm.
that's looking at you saying, "I want to be you"?
Big question. Put me
Yeah,
on the
sorry.
spot.
I think it's interesting because I think as a professional athlete, sometimes it might get overlooked how important that look at that kid is, that high five,
Yeah.
the tap on the back, rocking up to a school, doing a bit of a training camp, like those little moments in life can totally change that kid's life. And I wonder, as a professional athlete, do you actually think of it like that, or you're just a lovely person anyway? But some people aren't like that. But, those little moments that happen, like, sometimes when you see athletes walk past kids wanting signatures and shit like that, I look at that and I think, what sort of message does that send to that kid thinking that sort of behaviour is acceptable? I think being a professional athlete comes with the negative of people want photos with you, or they want this and they want that. But, to walk past a little kid and say, "No, I don't have time," I think that says a lot about the person personally.
Yeah.
But what advice would you have for someone?
I mean, I have so many moments like that looking back when I was a little kid, and going to camps and like seeing these college girls and like they were just the coolest people. They, they had people come to their games, and just because they played basketball, they got to do all these cool things. So I think when I think about the reason of why I play, that's a big part of like, I want to inspire little girls. And I remember being that age and look at all the cool things I get to do now being a professional athlete. Like, I don't know. That's a big part of why I play, is like showing little girls and boys like you can do it. I think if you work hard, not all days are going to be great, but you work hard and you believe you can, like you can do a lot of things. And it's crazy how one basketball can take you so many places. Like I'm in Australia in JP's podcast room. I never would have thought that. Like I would never be here without basketball. That's so cool. Just the relationships I've made along the way. Just trying to find joy in your journey.
Well, that's so sweet. I think that's a perfect thing to end on.
Yeah, cool.
So thank you very much for coming. I wish you a super speedy recovery.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you play next year. Yeah, that's the goal, girl.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.